you've made it to the building phase, and we are going to build out an offer and a funnel based on what we planned yesterday, okay? So we're going to move into our software at tgmware.com, and we are going to go to the demo account for this example, and we are going to build out the page that has a free case study with a video on the page and the call scheduler. So we're literally going to create, even though there's case study in here, I want to do this from scratch. I want to show you how this works. So we are using an example. We pulled up a couple examples of how we want to do this. So we're going to have a full-blown agency website that looks just like a website, right? So we're using this to model ours, and we're going to have a page in that website or a section in that website that has a case study and a video. So we'll probably have a video and a case study below it, and then they will schedule a strategy session. So we're just going to use these sample sites just as guidance, as a visual to look back at and say, oh, I want this here and I want that there. So we're literally going to start with the first step, which is free case study with video on page. So this is going to be the case study. We'll call this case study. And if this was in ClickFunnels, we could just import it, but it's not. So now we're going to click Edit. And we are going to start designing with a logo, probably a button, some text, a video. So let's do this. I'm going to move this over here. Let's do this. We're going to add a logo on the left. Oh, we don't even have a logo. So I'm just going to put the text for now. GetSkinPatients.com, and I will make a logo in Canva or Photoshop. And we're going to have a button. Oops. Button. And we are going to then add some text and a video. So we're going to add another section with some text. And we're going to add a video below that. And we will probably make that smaller. Let's see, padding left and padding right. So maybe we'll do 85 pixels on each side. And maybe we will also add some padding at the top so it stays away from the text. And then we would have another section. So you always want to build in green sections so that it's easy to move stuff around instead of building it all in one section. So what if I wanted to move this area on top of the video? It'd be very easy to just click the arrow. So this will probably be a case study. So we might have some text. Look at this case study, and it might have blah, 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 blah here, and then it might have an image on the right. And then it might have some more details below. Maybe a bullet list. Oops. And then it'll probably have another button. So we would design this button and then we would clone it. So for example, schedule a free call, right? So if we look over here, schedule a strategy session, schedule a free strategy session, schedule a strategy session, no charge, no obligation. And then that would take them to probably a next page, next step, where we would have the calendar. Okay, so let's see. So we would duplicate this and we could move it down under here. And we could hit save and we can dress this up in a little bit. And maybe we'll have a button. Maybe we'll put a button under here. Maybe we'll change the name on this one. Learn about becoming a case study. Maybe we'll change this section. Oh, wait, let's do another section here and move this out. Move this down. Broke my own rule. Oh wait, I could add a row. Duh. I can move this row down. Okay, into that section. And then this section maybe we'll color with a background to, let's see, I'm going to grab this color over here. I'm going to try and grab it. I might have to open in a new tab, open link in new tab. There we go. Color, grab that, come back over here. Color, and I'm just going to grab this image as a placeholder until we've designed our own. So grab it here, already cropped it, save as a keyword, med, spa, marketing, agency, case study. Always save as a keyword as it hits your computer and before you upload it to the web. I cannot tell you this enough. Oops, this one. Okay, I'm just going to use that as a placeholder just to start fleshing this out. Now, something I want to show you guys is if somebody has a video, copy video URL, and you want to know, this is a 21-minute video, and you want to know all the words that they said in this video so that you can grab all the transcription and change it to your own words, right? You can go to rev.com and you can click the 10 cents per minute transcription. You can even try it free because you get your first 45 minutes free. So yes, proceed. Okay, so you can grab the URL, you can paste a URL, right? Paste the video URL, and I'm finished. And it's going to say that it costs $2.20, right? free trial, order total is $0. Okay, check out. First name, and I'm just going to show you this with something showing students at internetgirlfriday.com, or even, that's the old agency name, thegoodwinmethod.com, password. Okay. How did you hear about us? Because I know things. I know things. Or in a Jamaican accent, I know things. Okay. Password. Okay, hold on. Just want to show you this. Next. A user for that email address. Oh, see, it keeps changing on me. Student training at thegoodwinmethod.com. Okay, place order. No, order confirmed. And what's going to happen is it's going to transcribe, and it's going to be in the Go to My Files, or it'll email you when it's ready, and you'll just click the link in the email, and you'll have a transcription of that video. And it'll show right here. So right now it's in progress. It'll probably take about 20 minutes, usually maybe a minute per minute to transcribe it. And you could sit here or refresh, but it'll also alert you via email. And then you would simply go to your Google Drive folder and you would copy and paste. They're going to give you a text file. You'd copy and paste it into a Google Doc, and you would start rewriting it, or give it to somebody to rewrite and say, listen, this is the kind of thing we're going for, but it has to be different and in my own words, but this is the model that I'm using. And then you would go to create your own video, and you would pop that in here. Okay, so again, if we're modeling this, I didn't even read this, I don't even know what it says. Let's even see if it's good. Let's turn up the font on this. Learn how solar companies in 20, learn how skin professionals or skin clinics, whatever we're going to say, med spas. We might have a case study for each different, right? So we might have learn how dermatologists in 2020 decreased their patient acquisition cost and increased their profits without door knocking. Well, see, this would be different. Without trying to figure out the marketing formula, and I'll make this better over time. Okay, and then it would have a video, and then there'd be more case study information, and then schedule a strategy session, and then maybe you'd have a footer. And the footer would just have some basic information like copyright 2020, all rights reserved, get skinpatients.com. And you could make this footer a different color as well and start blocking it out. You could make it gray, you can make it whatever color you want. Okay, this will get prettier over time. We're just showing you the skeleton of how to do this. Now, you can also go in and attach a domain. So we will go to settings and add a new domain. we're going to add getskinpatients.com, and I'm going to log into GoDaddy and add these two records. Okay, so right here, I'm going to go into the DNS, move this down here. I'm going to add an A record for this IP. A record points to here. And I'm going to add a CNAME record for this address for www. CNAME www. That's it. And you come back over here and say add. Yay, it detected it. And I want it to go to the funnel/website, which is one and the same. They don't need to be separate any longer in 2020. And we're going to link it. Now, it could take a couple hours to propagate through the internet, but technically it's already live. We just need to keep designing it, and by the time it's propagated throughout the internet, it'll be ready. Now, we also need to do the second page, right? So we need to connect the buttons on the free case study page with a page that takes their booking. We need to add the ability for them to book a call. So what we need to do is go back to funnels. We need to add another page. I'm going to clone this one just because it has the footer. Clone. Agency. Oh wait, clone step in this funnel. Always complicating things. Jennifer. This one is going to be the call scheduler. Okay. Now we're going to edit this page. And we are going to probably just leave this top section, remove this section, and replace this with a calendar. So we want to add the calendar and book a call, demo request, book audit. So we're going to do book a call, and we can go and let me take out the video. We can go and tweak this. We can connect it to Google Calendar or iCal or whatever, and so it actually syncs up with the calendars that we use every day, and then the dermatologist can get on our calendar based on what we've set up. And we can go back to this calendar and say book a free call to find out how you can get new cash patients every month on autopilot. And I'm going to add a little bit of spacing. Actually, I'm going to add a divider right there. And again, we'll come back and fill in the title, the description, the keywords. Remember that? Remember all that stuff? Remember how we get found for free? It's all starting to add up to one big flawless foundation that attracts customers into your business. So again, in TGMware, we could go down into the calendar, scheduling, calendar, and the book a call with me, which is the one we added to that funnel. We could change all kinds of settings in here. Okay, we could do right here calendars. You can connect it with integrations to your Google stuff. So book a call with me, edit. We're going to change this, book a strategy call. And again, we can set the slot interval, slot duration, buffer between meetings, 30 minutes. That gives our sales team an opportunity, if they're already on a 30-minute call and they need to extend it, at least there's a buffer in between the booking, so they can talk to that prospect a little bit longer. And you can change all these settings in here, you know. Since my sales team is on the West Coast, I'm going to do like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A system for everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then this is where you can link it to your Google Calendar, which is not in here, iCal, and then set it for a two-way sync. And then every calendar is talking to every other calendar, and your life is automated, and it's a beautiful thing. Now we can come back over here. We can grab this. We can download it. Different formats. Plain text is fine. Actually, if we do it in Microsoft Word, then Google Drive will convert it automatically when we upload it. So I'm going to download it to my delete everything folder. This is going to be video script. This is not a keyword. This is just for internal transcription to remake. I'm going to go to Google Drive, and I'm going to put it in the building folder. And you can put whatever folders in here you want. Mine change all the time. So you could put it in your video folder, you could put it in copywriting folder if your copywriting team needs to change things. But I'll just upload it here. New file upload. And it was video transcription, open. And then it's going to convert it, and we would remake it, and we would get in front of a cell phone and some lighting, and we would remake the video, and we would pop it up onto the onto that case study page. And close this one out. We would also, so we've built this part, we've built this part. And again, you're building the skeleton. You can go back and make it pretty after. And we are going to build this part where they get an email anytime they schedule a call. And so we can start a campaign. The event is we want to send an email. We want it to be thanks for scheduling a call is the name for our internal use. And this is the subject line that they see. If we had email templates, we could pick those, but this is a demo. We don't have any written yet. Hi, and assuming we took their first name, we could just put in hi first name. Thank you for scheduling a time to speak with us so we can get your questions answered on a no obligation strategy call. We look forward to speaking with you. We can also, you know, please add the time to your calendar and set aside up to 30 minutes. We have more time if you need it. And then you could also include other things, you know, other case studies, like look at this dermatologist getting all kinds of sales and yada, 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 right? The specialists at Get skinpatients.com. Okay. And then you could send a test if you want. And let's send a test. Of course, I don't have the mail guns connected to this, but so it's probably going to say, mark, mark. Looks good. You can even attach a file of more case studies. And it's all set to do the first step, right? The first triggered thing. You could add more. You could add a text message here. You could say, send them a text message when they schedule a call, or 15 minutes before their call. Hey, this is Bob. Looking forward to speaking to you in 15 minutes or 1 hour, you know, to give them a heads up. You could send them a message on Facebook. You could drop a voicemail into their cell phone without ringing their phone, like, hey, just wanted to confirm that we're speaking today. If you need to reschedule, blah, blah, blah. You can do all these things right inside this dashboard, which, let me tell you, saves a ton of money to do this all in one software. Usually you're paying for SMS follow-up separately, and you're paying for chatbots separately, and you're paying for an email system separately, and you're paying for a ringless voicemail separately. This is all under one dashboard at tgmware.com. I can't suggest it highly enough. So we have satisfied this, and we could go ahead and write out a whole sequence as well and make sure that they start receiving that, you know, the day after our call or the day before our call or whatever it is, or the day two after they've scheduled a call. Okay. So once you have your foundation of your freebie, and it's going to start adding people to your list, and it's going to start following up with them, and you're going to start talking to them. You're already getting people on your calendar. Now you want to go back to all these places, and you want to make an image that gets them to grab the free case study. So you can do that in Canva, which is free. Okay. And you can start building out beautiful graphics to place inside all of your social media cover images, your YouTube cover, your LinkedIn cover, your Twitter cover, your Facebook cover, your Pinterest, your Instagram bio. All of it is going to now push cold traffic towards that freebie so that you can start taking all the wonderful traffic that lands on your digital assets because of the keywords and because of the beautiful freebie that they want to grab, and they're going to start loading up your calendar or whatever your goal is. You know, it could be just to opt in because you want to grow your email list. It could be to schedule a call. It could be to buy a low ticket item for like $7. There's a lot of stuff that you can have on that low end, front end, free end that can attract ultimately your ideal customer that will end up spending a lot more money through the process and through the journey that the prospect takes until they become a customer. So you could easily create a brand board with your colors and everything, and then, which would be done in planning, and then use that to create your freebies in here. It's super easy. I mean, we could just make an image of a case study. So we could go to Google. I always go to Google Images to get inspiration. And, you know, okay, look, easy. A blue bar with words case study, one in not bold, one in bold, and an image in a med spa. I mean, it could be that easy. Now, I do have images actually from our agency case studies. Let me go grab those. So we have one here that has different case studies, a local builder, client, a dental, you know, so we have a couple of these built out for different industries, personal trainer, a photography course, martial arts, etc. So we have a template one at the top. And we just did this in Google Slides. This is a text box, and this is a text box with a color in the back, and this is, this is a box that has a color on it. So you can quote unquote design for free in Google Slides, and you can design in Canva as well. It's up to you. So I'm just going to recreate this in Canva so that it's not the actual inside guts, but it's a cover that looks like this. So what I'm going to do is go into an 8.5 by 11 template that I already have. This one is from another training, a quick ebook that we made. So I'm just going to add a new page because it's already set up to 8.5 by 11. And I'm just going to delete the image here, and I'm going to design here. So as an example, we're using this one. So we're going to have about 40% on the right is going to be this color. So all I'm going to do is put in a square and make it look about the same. And then I'm going to color it that color. I'm going to grab my eyedropper, copy, and I'm going to change this. And I'm going to add some, I'm going to just add these numbers because it doesn't have to be exact just for the cover. It just has to show them what kind of case study they could be getting or they could be a part of. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. So I'm going to mimic this with some white bold font for the little part, which is per new lead, all caps, per new lead. And we're going to make that white. And we are going to stretch it. So we're going to have 4 of those, and we're going to have something much bigger that is going to say $2.16, $2.16, and that color is going to be more of the teal. And that's definitely going to be a bold font as well. Okay, and so then I can just take that and copy it down and replicate the look and feel of a case study. And then I can copy paste, since we don't even have a logo yet. GetSkinPatients.com, and I can just make that not so bold and more of a just leave that for now. What else is on here? So I'm just going to put make this look more like a book cover, right? And then we're going to add the binding on the side. So let's see. You can go to Google Images, or you can just wing it and say in some very big font, case study, like this. You can even do spacing, like on your line height. And then I could do copy paste. Could move one up and say dermatology. Make it a little smaller. Make it a little less bold. You could even make it maybe cursive. It's all different fonts in here that you could choose. You could take the teal color, dermatology case study. You could put an image from like chart, right? You could just go to elements and type in chart and grab something that already has some colors in it, right? So let's just continue on with this as our example. I know I haven't filled out the things on the right, but just to show you how easy this is, I can now download this. This is page 2 of this template. Make sure it's a PNG. Click Done, download, put it in my delete everything folder, because once a week I can come in here and delete everything. We're going to call this the dermatology case study cover. And then we go to a nice site under phase 3 building for graphic, edit our ebook cover generator, and we can add a name and email. We can upload the file. So this was dermatology, so that would be under D right here. And this will give us a free book cover. You can get all different kinds of covers, right? You can get all different kinds of images. You know, you could even grab these kinds, but we can just download and then rename it with the, just click on the same image. It'll say, do you want to replicate? Yes. And now look what we have when we go back over to our funnel and we go to the case study page and we can upload this image over here. Remember where we had the placeholder? Well, let's just add another image and upload. Dermatology, dermatology, D. Where did it go? There it is. Boom! See how fast it is to build? But if you just lay down the perfect foundation first, if you just understand the skeleton, then we can make this much smaller. Come over here and say, we only want it 300 wide. See what I'm saying here? You see what I'm saying? And then you go back into your keywords, which would be in your 5-day challenge, keyword, under research. You'd go back in here, which I'm going to go into mine, and you would get your keywords. And I would grab, oops, sorry, from the planning, go into the planning because we already planned out our website wireframe. And remember the keyword right here? Copy. We would go back in, and in the SEO settings, oops, grab the keyword, the title, copy, paste. We grab the description, copy, paste. We grab the keyword, copy, paste. Author is getskinpatients.com, and the social image can be the case study. Again, I have to go back and just fix these, but see how this is all adding up together? This is truly the perfect foundation of organic marketing. So when you do these first 3 phases, research, planning, and building, you actually get a flawless foundation that will attract organic traffic for years before you focus on phase 4 traffic, which is where all the noise is happening. It's where all these fake gurus are dangling their shiny objects. Phase 4 makes a lot more sense when you set up the foundation, and then all these pink objects, all these pink rectangles are phase 4 traffic. Then you go crazy announcing to everybody, we're open, let me help you in a group, hey, here's a LinkedIn post, hey, here's a this, and it's all based on your keyword research and your planning, your editorial calendar, and you're sending them to something that they can consume and get to know you through your emails and get on your list so you own your audience for years to come. I really want you to master this. I want you to master these first 3 phases, because you can even half-ass it in the traffic phase, right? You can do a half-ass LinkedIn post and a half-assed YouTube video and still get traction back to your flawless foundation. And you can perfect this stuff over time. You can get better and better at emails over time, but you always need your foundation. Always, always, always. We'll see you in the next training.